Hello, everyone. How have you been? It's been a while, almost a year since my last video. I have reasons for that, but I'm here again today. Uh, the reasons for that are going to be given on a potential separate video, which I've been trying to record for a month. I hope I don't disappoint with that. But essentially, I moved to Japan. Been living in Tokyo for about a month now, a little more. Actually, tomorrow I'm here for 2 months. But that's a topic for another time. Currently working on some special things. Anyway, today, due to inquiries from comrades and friends, here I am talking another time about anime. Animes of the season. Anime season guide for spring 2025. This season is packed with a bunch of goodies, and let's not waste any more time. Let me just confirm if this is recording. Okay. Too many things this season. Continuations, new series, even original pieces. Don't want to waste a lot of time, and I won't be talking about movies for now. But first one is Katai Naka no Ossan Kensei ni Naru. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. It's a fantasy anime about a dude from the countryside who becomes an anime good guy, I guess. Humble old man turns hero. I won't even bother reading the synopsis, but I want to watch this because it looked really cool on Anime Japan. And an important thing, it's got Flow making the ending, and it's also made by Studio Passione, who recently made Spice and Wolf, the remake. It's really, really good, and I recommend it a lot. So, I think this is just an initial, really quick recommendation, but this one looks really worth a watch. Produced by Square Enix, and so the material I saw from it, it's really nice. Next. Oopsies, what have I done? There you go. Kowloon, generic romance. This one is one of those good old mystery anime. The good old seinen shenanigans. We could even say it reminds me of Twin Peaks in some ways, but without the horror. It's based on a manga I almost started reading, but then like the same week they announced the anime, so I said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just watch the anime when it comes out, because it looked really good. I saw this on Anime Japan as well, and we have a really nice staff, good cast. We have Gintoki, we have Nico Robin, but we also have another voice for the same character. What's going on? The other and main voice is Haruka Shiraishi. She made Ashirpa from Golden Kamuy, and as you can see, many other characters in which you may or may not recognize. But let's get directly to the point and see what's all of this about. In the distant future, individuals who adore the old way of life in Kowloon Walled City, a slum city that serves as a refuge for those who long for the Hong Kong of the past. Realtor Reiko Kujirai, however, craves for the new and exciting places in the area. In contrast, her old and only co-worker, Hajime Kudo, enjoys the nostalgia the city invokes and is put off by anything modern that seeps past its walls. But despite their differing views and constant bickering on the most mundane things, The two often find themselves working each other's and enjoying each other's company. One day, a prank gone wrong leads Hajime to make an unexpected advance toward Reiko, after which he swiftly apologizes. Baffled by his actions, she starts investigating for possible explanations, only to discover a past that she has no memory of. Yeah, the good old things. Actually, there's 3 episodes out already, and as you can see, I have put a very high score. I may be a little bit emotional about these sort of things, but it's a good seinen romance sci-fi mystery, and it's probably one of the best things I've been watching this year. So I highly recommend it. See, Gintoki, Nico Robin, and her. Anyway, next recommendation, this should be watching actually, and Shirley. They have a series on Netflix called And With the Knee. I watched part of it with my wife, and it was really nice, the live action actually. I don't know much about the original books, but I got interested enough, and when I discovered an anime was coming out, I immediately put it on my list. It actually looks a bit Studio Ghibli-y. It's about this old young orphan girl with a vast imagination and short temper living countryside shenanigans. So it's quite a simple concept, but the story runs for quite long. I don't know how much they would adapt from the original material in this series. But anyway, I'm definitely watching this. It's a little bit historical, and I know my wife will like it a lot because she really enjoyed the original Netflix series. Although this is an adaptation of the manga, not necessarily the books. Anyway, Fire Force is here finally. God fucking damn it. It's I just before recording this, I opened the season 2 again on my anime list, and I remembered it was 5 fucking years ago, the second season. And like, why the hell did they take so long to make this still David production? I mean, they made JoJo and some other stuff after, but anyway, this is easily my favorite new shonen after Boku no Hero, and I really love it. And I think it was a bit overshadowed by maybe more simple series that released simultaneously to its first season. Anyway, 3 episodes are already out. A lot of stuff has been happening. I feel like they did a good job reminding people about what was happening before, since it's been 5 freaking years since the past season. So the beginning there's a little like prelude moment, but it's not bad at all, and it already starts like punching you in the fucking face. So same stuff, nothing much different. The opening by Queen Bee is absurd. It's probably the best opening yet. So please, if you haven't already started watching Fire Force when it first aired, this is the best time because it's ending next year, the full anime. And anyway, it's by the same creator of Soul Eater, by the way. I don't want to spoil the connections, but there are. Next is Yaiba, not to be confused with the Normies Kimetsu no Yaiba. Although this has a bit of stuff from Demon Slayer, but just a bit. It's made by Wit Studio. It's basically a remake of a very old manga/anime. Doesn't even... Oh, there's alternate. Here's the anime itself. It's by Wit Studio, so the animation is ridiculously good. And it's samurai child anime, but it's really good. It's shonen. Not too much to say beyond it's a remake of a really good old series, much probably better than Demon Slayer. And essentially, the protagonist Kurogane Yaiba is a samurai wild child who trains in the jungle with his father Kenjuro. By a twist of fate, the determined samurai Yaiba returns to Japan and encounters his rival, Onimaru Takeshi. Yaiba, who lives for serious battles, embarks on a spectacular adventure when Onimaru obtains the legendary demon sword. So, I think this is probably one of the most important animes of the season as well. So, yeah, I'll be watching it, and I recommend everyone to do so. Oh yeah, and the voice actor for the protagonist is the same from the old one. It's also Conan. Anyway, good stuff. Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba producer is also in this series, even though it's with studio. Next is Lazarus, the new series by the god himself, Shinichiro Watanabe, creator of Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and others. The protagonist is Mamoru Miyano, another great voice. The cast is generally really good. I am excited to watch this. I just didn't have time yet. They always say that these series are like in the same universe, but then in the end they don't show any connection, so it's kind of confusing. I remember when they made like Carol and Tuesday, and it was just like nothing, a bit disappointing. But this one actually looks good, and some people I know have already started watching. It's by Studio Mappa anyway, so great animation. Basically, the year is 2052, an era of unprecedented peace and prosperity prevails across the globe. The reason for this, mankind has been freed from sickness and pain by a miracle drug. However, there is a problem with this drug. Obviously, there would be. The world continued to move on, and then the doctor who created the drug returns and say that actually it was a harbinger of doom. It announced that everyone who took the drug will basically have a short life and die. So everything goes around this plot. So it's a sci-fi series. I hope it gets the same vibes from previous anime from him, and I'll be watching this for sure. Next, Shoushimin Season 2. Last year they released the first season of this. It's another really great mystery series. One of the few anime which after it ends in a cliffhanger that's good enough for me to go after the source material to understand what the hell happened. And now here's the what the hell happened. Really excited for this. The animation is really good. The cast is really, really great, and it's really different from other stuff that occurs on the same genre and so on. Musume Cinderella Grey. Well, what can I say? Musume with its overpriced animation, which is ridiculous for like a horse girl racing thing, but it's really good. This new series is a spin-off talking about the legendary horse girl. I'm gonna be trying this out soon. I recently saw a figure of her on Book Off, and I considered getting it, but like no, maybe I'll watch it first, which is a danger because then I might get into the gacha. Anyway, the animation is much more than it should be, and apparently it continues to be much more than it should be in this spin-off. Next is Witch Watch, more perhaps common type series. It's a school kinda shonen kinda witch series in which the main witch decides to have a familiar that is not an animal. She chooses an ogre, which was her childhood friend. So it runs around a bit comedy, supernatural, and romance. So I might give this one more than 3 episodes because it seems really nice, and everyone talking about it praises it a lot in a good way, I guess. Not too much to say about the stuff. I just know it's really good. The opening is by YOASOBI, so you know it's a banger. At least the opening, let's say. And it's from the studio that made Quintuplets and 100 Girlfriends. anime, so lots of funny moments to expect. Yeah. Yes. Please watch Gundam GQuuuuuX. They call it GQuuuuuX. 6 U's means A for some reason. I prefer calling it GQuuuuuX. They should have made an easier name, I guess. It's the first Gundam by, if I'm not mistaken, from Studio Kara, which made the Evangelion movies. There's just a bit of Hideaki Anno in this, and like we have the same mecha designer from Evangelion, but the character designs is by the same person who made Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, at least the human designs. So it's pretty cute, but suddenly Chara Snubbull appears, the king, and funnily enough, he's not the same old voice we know. Chara Snubbull now is voiced by Takemichi from Tokyo Revengers. Wasn't too bad, but it was really weird not to hear the original voice. And we also have Mikasa as Nyan. The cast seems much more fresh than Witch from Mercury, and not just that, but the story as well is much more interesting from an initial moment. So I'm really enjoying this. I want to know more. Apparently I'm not sure. I heard that this will be divided into 2 12-episode seasons, but I don't know because it's still here. But I think it will be at least 24-25 episodes, like Witch from Mercury, which makes me wonder if they'll fuck up the ending the same way. Although I trust Studio Kara enough, and I'm already enjoying this way more than I did with the beginning of Witch from Mercury. Anyway, essentially, what is Gundam GQuuuuuX? GQuuuuuX is an alternate reality to the original Gundam, in which the person who gets the Gundam is not Amuro, it's Chara Snubbull, and that turns the way of war, and the Principality of Zeon ends up winning the war. And this is basically almost immediately after that alternate reality. And what happens after, we need to know by watching and buying Gunpla that are nice, I guess. There is a prequel movie, but it's essentially the first 3 episodes adapted into movie form. I didn't watch that, but I'm watching this series and I'm really enjoying it. Probably one of the most important anime this season as well. There's too many important animes this season. Next to be Hero X, and it's a Chinese anime, which I don't know if I should call Chinese because anime is Japanese, and I won't discuss this any further. But it has a gimmick where like the animation changes from 2D to 3D, and the 3D animation is essentially arcane, and I really don't like it. But I'll give it a try because my goat Hiroyuki Sawano is making the music. Also, Mamoru Miyano again is the protagonist. People are saying it's quite good, but they also said that about Solo Leveling, which was a huge disappointment to me. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it and perhaps, I don't know, give my opinion afterwards. Yeah. Next is Moonrise, a new, also original anime with the creators of Full Metal Alchemist involved, which makes it really interesting. It's a dystopian future in space. I don't want to spoil a lot about it, so I'll skip the synopsis, but I guess the staff should be reason enough to watch it. It's by Witch Studio as well. Have some good voices here, and the producers worked in Attack on Titan and some other stuff. So it seems and sounds really good for me. Has 18 episodes. I don't know if they already released everything because it's on Netflix, but I'm sure, really likely, I will enjoy what I see here. Anyway, yeah, as I said, a lot of Attack on Titan staff in this production. so I trust them. And the last one, Guilty Gear Strive Duo Rollers. Well, this is one I'm really curious about because I really like Guilty Gear Strive, and the grade, the score is a little bit low, but I don't trust my enemy list scores that much. I've found already a lot of hidden gems between 5 and 6 scores, although this doesn't mean that it's gonna be great anyway, but apparently they'll be using the game's animation, which is what I'm curious about. So I'm also going to be watching this and see what's up, and like I think probably you'll enjoy this if you play the game, but if you like fighting games, perhaps this is just a good enough reason to go and watch it. Oh my god, how could I forget? Boku no Hero Vigilantes is here. I'm already watching it as well. I think I missed it on the list, so I had to go back to record this part. Essentially, this starts around the time where that super drug that makes people go crazy in the original series happens. We have an amazing new cast, especially the Knuckle Duster. Cast is really good. We have some characters we already know of, which are going to appear here. We have Kochino Kento making the opening. The ending is also really good, and the director of JoJo is directing this, so expect big things from Boku no Hero Vigilantes. I just didn't want to forget talking about it, so yeah, that's just another addition. So that's more or less it for what I separated to talk about this season. There's many great shows. Probably there are some that I didn't talk about here, but I focused on what I have knowledge of and what the general public is looking for currently. There's also some good movies coming around, but I heard some of them would be series, so I'm gonna wait a little more before I talk about them. But some of them look really great already, like Virgin Punk, but perhaps Virgin Punk deserves a video on its own because of how good it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it unscripted and make it really good. We'll see what happens from now, and I promise I will try to bring that other video soon. So, might be really different from my previous videos because it's gonna be a bit of vlogs and like just showing places around with, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I miss you guys. I really like making content in one way or another, and please play Goddess of Victory, Nikke. See you soon, I guess.